Today, President Barack Obama urged members of Congress to approve $6 billion in emergency funds. That's to combat the Ebola outbreak. About half of that money would help fight the disease at its source in West Africa.
However, none of that cash is any good without the bravery of healthcare workers who are willing to put everything on the line. KITV4's Andrew Pereira spoke to a Honolulu doctor who's currently en route to Sierra Leone. Andrew.
Paula and Yunji, Dr. Richard Brostrom will spend the next 5 weeks in the region where more than 5,000 people have died from the Ebola virus.
Dr. Richard Brostrom has performed medical missions in the South Pacific, but it's nothing like what he'll experience Saturday when he lands in Sierra Leone, ground zero for the Ebola outbreak.
Well, I think it would be foolish not to be scared.
Of the 570 healthcare workers infected with Ebola, 324 of them have died, according to the World Health Organization. That's nearly a 57% kill rate. The latest death, Dr. Martin Salia, a Sierra Leone native with family ties to Maryland.
It gives me a great deal of respect for the courage of the people who are providing direct care. I think there's a lot of heroes right now in the battle against Ebola.
For the past 4 years, Brostrom has been the branch chief for Hawaii's tuberculosis control branch at the Lanakila Health Center in Kalihi. Members of his staff say he'll be sorely missed.
I was afraid for him to go. I don't want anything to happen to him. He's a great leader.
When he arrives in Sierra Leone, Brostrom will be part of an epidemiology team whose job it is to track the virus.
Mostly chasing down contacts of patients who have Ebola, making sure that people get their temperatures checked, looking at the processes for how they're hospitalized and how they're managed.
Because Dr. Brostrom won't be in direct contact with Ebola patients, he won't self-quarantine when he returns to Honolulu. However, he will keep track of his body temperature.
Of course, the people who would be most exposed would be my wife and my children. So there's no way I'm going to be taking undue risks for myself or my family. So it's hard to help people to be comfortable with a little bit of risk, but I'm going to stay in my lane, as they say, and do my part.
In the meantime, members of his staff are hoping for a safe journey.
Dr. Brostrom leaves Sierra Leone December 21st and returns to Honolulu December 23rd. Andrew Pereira, KITV4 News.